like fat, like I'm on my feet a lot as a model, so I like to get foot massages and other things. So it's like, if I'm going and I already scheduled, he could just pay for his and he could come with me, and I'm not going to expect him to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like a mutual respect, but at the end of the day, I want you to be a man. I want you to
Have
pay.
money.
yeah, I want you to
But how
want
much-
good for
but-
yourself.
but
If
how
I
much
got money, you won't have money.
But how much money? Should he have at least as much money as you?
Eventually, if you are on a path to have more money than me, that's valid. Because you
What if you're on
don't
the path to
start
have
at the
less
top.
money than you?
No.
We might have a discussion about.
So you do want a guy.
Yo, I mean, the truth is, it's gonna cost you. That's what really Andrew is trying to display here. I think that's why he keeps asking her questions. He's trying to show her how delusional she is. But there are guys who are willing to pay that $1,000 a month. So I could see why she thinks she's worth $1,000 a month just to be with her.
To end up making more money than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right now, it's not super important. It's still hella young. You know what I'm saying? So
And
we
these-
still got
and-
time to learn.
And these men get the
grow.
luxury of being in your presence and helping your business.
Because she's the prize.
And coming to things with me. Like I've done like a lot of events, and they just get to come with me. You know, whoever I'm with
Can I
at
ask
the
you
time.
something? Like, let's say that you are your parents both married?
No, my mother is married now, but they're divorced.
Do you know your father pretty well?
He's a kinda.
Kinda?
Yeah, I'm his firstborn daughter, so he kinda.
A little bit?
Yeah.
But he's not really around too much? Okay.
That makes sense. Her biological father is not really in her life. So that could be one of the reasons she is the way she is. I'm not saying it's the only reason. I'm just saying it explains why she has the kind of mindset that she does.
When did that happen?
Young, like probably
really
like
young.
6.
So basically your
7.
mom raised you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, gotcha.
Military mama. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so even the mom wasn't that around, because if she was a military mama, she was doing trips, whatever, deployments. So the dad was not in her life from the age of 6, and the mom was in the military deployment. So who was raising her? The world was raising her, and the world has told her she needs a man who's willing to pay her $1,000 a month to be in her presence because she's the prize. Do you see the cycle of the lack of a two-parent household that it does to us out here? I'm just being honest, to both men and women. Because in her case, that's her case. But for a guy, for a boy, usually it's the jail pipeline, you know?
What branch?
She's in the Army sergeant.
Did she move around a lot?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works,
Yes,
right?
it
Different
is.
stations.
Military brat.
Yeah, military brat. Okay. Did you go overseas?
Not with her. No. She just did. Yeah.
Okay. So, but just backing up, does your mom have male friends who've been like a part of your life for a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not hella around, but
Yeah.
she has a husband, so it's like
Do you have a good relationship with him?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if he was sitting down, right, with his son, would you advise his son to date you?
I think if you're dating,
Well, I mean, do you think he should advise his son that he should date you if the son's like, Dad, I'm looking for the right girl?
I think that's weird.
Sister?
I'm kind of in the middle of different things. Let's say you weren't
think-
related. You just know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just know him, right? But would you, if he was telling his son, right, to date a woman like you is what I'm asking.
I think if you have the means to date a woman like you, because a lot of the time the men who are bums and don't have no money, don't have a car, they're just trying to have sex. They're not trying to look for a relationship. They're not
There are
looking
men like
for
that, sure.
And you think the men who have money are not trying to just have fun? That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're
But that seems
very
a lot.
much
But
here.
doesn't that seem like it's way easier than getting your fucking coffee and promoting your business? And
As a man, that could be your
and then
opinion.
spending thousands of dollars on you in the hopes that maybe something will happen, rather than just going,
No.
I would just smash if I can, and then find a woman who's way less work than that.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I have a lot of goals and I'm very driven.
Yeah, men don't care.
Yeah,
about-
but those goals don't benefit the man. Because at the end of the day, the goals that you have, you are still expecting the man to come and invest in those same goals. So he's not benefiting from them.
Goals. They don't care about your financial
Yeah, they
goals.
do.
They don't.
They
care.
don't.
They don't give a shit.
See, this is what she talked about,
No
generalizing
guys
things.
care, which
Yes,
majority
they
of
do.
people need two incomes
Men
to
don't
make
really
a household.
care.
A lot of men want to
work.
be stay-at-home
Listen,
dads these
No,
days.
they don't.
No,
Yes,
they
they
don't.
do.
No,
Most people,
they
most
don't.
people marry in the same socioeconomic status
Yes.
that they're in.
That's true because that's what women will marry. Is at
Yeah.
least a man
Well, I think
who
it's
is
just proximity.
within the same socials, or higher. They usually marry up, actually.
But he's
I'm just
constantly
talking about people in general, not
Yeah.
women, not men.
I'm not
Most
dis-
people.
But this
Most-
makes my
and I think
point.
that's
Households
This
are
makes my
two
point.
income
This makes my
household.
point. And nobody's disputing that either.
Yeah.
Both of these make my point.
So they
So
do care if they can't
They
afford
don't
a
care.
household.
Listen, the man.
No, they don't care. It just so happens that when they're interested in a woman, because they have to raise kids, it is just logical that if the family relies on his income, the income won't be enough. Plus, they usually find the woman working, so most women don't want to give up their careers. So what happens? They get married, the man continues working, the woman continues working. So they rely on both their incomes. It just happens like that.